Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Chow back at it again with our PokeMMO Nuzlocke. I have been away for a minute. I did do a little bit of leveling off screen just to sort of save that little bit of headache given our heavy losses in the last episode. So hopefully it should go a touch smoother. Carpiana knows tackle, so that should make her a little bit easier to level. Fred will still be our main driver for the majority of the cave. Big hitter for the cave is we don't really have much of a response to rock types now that we have lost Brewroot. That was definitely the big hitter in our last installment. Just a sec here, I need to make a quick adjustment. I apologize. Okay, and we're back. So, ran into a horde right off the rip. Not the most ideal situation here. To be honest, I'm thinking I might actually lead with Crystal going through here once I get, of course, through this battle. Because Crystal should have moves that'll help against rock types. And of course, you know, the millions of Zubats that we are inevitably going to encounter. And of course, Confusion's gonna play in. Why not? Okay, if we end up hitting ourselves in Confusion one more time... Okay, I'm going to swap to Crystal for the remainder of this battle, and I guess we're going to have to hit the Poke Center right off the bat. Right off the bat. So... Alright, Crystal, show them what's up. Astonish, do a whopping 1 damage each. And then I'll just... Smackdown should one-shot both of these Zubat. Yeah. Biggest issue with Fred, it seems, is that, well, can't really take a hit that well. I wanted to avoid leveling to the point of evolution, because I want at least that part to be on screen. Do I have any repels? I don't think so. I think I might have had a moment and sold the one we had. I think you can buy them at the vendor, though. Given the amount of money I've obtained since our last encounter, that may be the play, is just buying some repels and speedrunning through here, because I need to get to the other side so I can get a couple more mons on the team. The hope is that we... And I forgot to swap out. It's okay, it's only a level 7. How hard could it hit? Some dangerous words right there. Oh, rock polish. Easy. Hope is when I come out to the other side of the cave, we encounter... I think Oddish can spawn on the other side. Oddish will be a real nice hard carry, and to be honest, probably an even better pick than Brute Root was. But first, let's head back to the other side and see if we can't snag some repels, and at the very least, a couple potions. Also, I'll challenge these trainers on the way back by, so that hopefully Fred can evolve into that glorious Noctowl. Because this early in the game, an evolution, a final evolution, is huge. Also, we have the Silk Scarf on Fred. I'm not sure if I showed myself putting that on. So, Echoed Voice is by far the best way to go. Gets Stab, plus 20% boost from that, as well as, of course, the stacking buff that it gets. Yeah, daggone. Bully's getting wrecked by Clefairy. Or not Clefairy, Jigglypuff. My goodness. Looked right at the screen, too. Alright, we got a Caterpie. We did pick up one move off screen that will definitely help with the bugs. Air Slash should help completely decimate. Not that we'll encounter too many more bug trainers between now and then, but a man can hope. There's 19, one more level, and we reach evolution. Huge. The lass here. Yeah, we'll just keep going with that good voice. Let that stack build up and, you know. Confusions and headbutt. I think the play is still Confusion, even though Zen Headbutt hits harder, has that chance to miss. Oh wait, I'm dumb. Echoed Voice has stacks on it already, which is, shall we say, huge. Alright, and since we got a little bit of extra money from the grind, let's go ahead and, oh, wait, am I out of regular potions? Mistakes were made, folks. Mistakes were made. Just keep on trucking. If I notice the health gets low, I'll swap out to Carpiana or Crystal. Carpiana could probably use the XP though, so that probably should be the play. To be honest, as soon as Fred evolves, if he evolves from these encounters, of course, then we'll swap out to Carpiana, let her get the experience that she needs. Because once she becomes a lovely Gyarados, we should have no issues, as long as no electric types get in the way. As far as I'm aware, that's the only real threat to a Gyarados in the Kanto region. Because rock types... Does water resist rock? Or am I, like, drawing an absolute blank here? I'll have to look that one up off stream. That way I don't waste any more time than I already have. You know what? Just for safety's sake, I can use it in battle. It'll waste a turn, but this way if I don't have to use it, I won't. It's just we are drawing awfully close to that that 25% marker. Ooh. Against Spiro? Please. Holy. Okay. Yep, we are absolutely using that super potion right now. Fred, you are one lucky individual. Yep, and Pursuit, it would have killed us if we just swapped. Come on, we're almost through. I do want to re-challenge all these trainers, though. Get as much money as possible. As right now, it might not be that expensive to get what we need, but later on, once we're getting Ultra Balls, Super Potions, Hyper Potions, especially full restores once we reach the Elite Four, it's going to get expensive. So if we ever reach a point where we can re-challenge a trainer, while it might not be the best for XP, getting that money is a big, big up. Kind of zoned out into the gameplay there for a sec. Sorry, guys. And there we go. As long as I am remembering correctly, we should have a glorious Noctowl evolution. Does Noctowl still have the flying normal typing, or does it kick the normal for psychic? I do not remember. I guess we're about to find out in like 2 seconds, though. Okay, so it does keep normal, which means we still got stab on the echoed voice. Let's check that dex entry. Specifically stats-wise. Yeah, so echoed voice should be absolutely slapping now. Did we take a loss in... No, we didn't. Okay. Thought we took a loss in speed there for a second. Alright, so we'll go ahead and swap Noctowl out for Carpiana. Or, sorry, Fred for Carpiana. And we'll let Fred take the last, or dang it, let Carpiana take these last couple trainers, get her as much XP as possible. Because unfortunately, the only move she knows until 20 is Tackle. For those of you who don't know the game, I have noticed one like minor, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's like intended to be this way, but this trainer is kind of dumb. Whenever I challenge, yeah, here we go. Whenever I challenge this one with Carpiana, they'll like constantly swap out their Pokemon. I'll get like 2 hits in. They'll only get 1 because, you know, they waste a turn swapping. Yep, there goes that one. They're gonna send out another fresh one. I'll get a free hit, send out another hit. I don't know if it's coded that way on purpose so that you have an easy time leveling your Magikarp, or if the AI on this one's just bugged. But either way, I am not complaining. It is practically free XP. And some decent Poke-Yen. Or Pokebucks, or whatever it's referred to as. Alright, Carpiana, your health is starting to drop a bit. Let's see what one Bug Bite does to us. We're probably going to be swapping here just to be on the safe side, though. definitely going to be swapping here just to be on the safe side. Let's swap out to Ratarina since she has the lowest level thus far. Let her finish off this Caterpie, get some free XP, and we will swap her to the front. As if she can make it to the stage of becoming Eradicate, that is another pretty decent second stage evolution that you get pretty early on. Because you get Eradicate at 20, as well as knocked out. Actually, yeah, 3 out of our 4 Mons evolve at level 20. I guess technically you could evolve Crystal at 20 as well, but you'd have to have the item, which I don't think you get in Kanto until the Sevi Islands. Or do you even get that item in Kanto at all? To be honest, I am not remembering. Shoot, I'm too young to have memory fading. Alright, and let's get the ball rolling. Head on over to the PC. Oh, overran there. Get healed up, and then I will check the mark on the way by to see what we can pick up. I definitely want to snag some potions and probably a couple Pokeballs just in the off chance we encounter a shiny in the cave. As a shiny is a run saver. I will, however, place a special rule in that is not in the description. If we encounter a shiny, how I did mention it is exempt from the rules, I will make the slight addition that doing it that way, I'm only allowed to use a shiny for one region. So if I encounter a shiny, it's basically a free dub for that region, as long as, of course, I have mons that can use the HMs needed. Is it kind of cheap? I mean, yeah, but ultimately, this is my first attempt at this. We can definitely like go back in for a hardcore region-specific Nuzlocke challenge later on. This is basically just to see if it can be done. I mean, I've got complete faith in myself, of course, but proof of concept. Proof of concept. That's what we'll call it. And grab some repels, because I'm feeling slightly cheap. It does wipe out the rest of our money reserves. That's okay. And let's swap Crystal to the front, I think is the way to go. Yeah, swapping Crystal to the front is the play. Alright, and before we go through the cave, let me just adjust one thing. I apologize if the audio cuts out here. Alright, and sorry about that again. And we're back. Like I said, we're going to put Crystal at the front. I think probably the way to go... Let's put Carpiana at the front for this bug trainer over here. Because like I said, we do want to get her leveled ASAP. Because she's probably going to be our only hope with Misty. Unless we can get a pretty decent encounter on the routes leading up to her. Weird. what's going on with the swapping. Okay, let's see how much this bug bite hurts. Only did 4 damage, so a crit would hit us for 8. Did that do more than 4? Is bug bite another stacking effect like Echoed Voice? Or is my head math just like way off? Okay, we should be able to finish off Weedle here. Kakuna, questionable. So Bug Bite hits us for... Okay, that's 4. So we can go ahead and take one more, even if it crits, we should be fine. And then, yeah, now we swap out to Rat Arena for the last little piece. Just to be certain that we don't end up losing Carpiana, because that would basically be the end of the run. I'll call it what it is. And what we don't want to do is lose the run 1 badge in, because that would be embarrassing, to say the least. It's bad enough we've already lost as many as we have. Let's go ahead and chuck a potion onto Carpiana. I'm not going to use 2. Let's put Crystal in the front and see how this goes. Let's... It's all good. We used... Do we challenge this trainer? I think we do. We need the XP. Because as far as I'm aware, she's just got the Clefairy. Clefairy hits like an absolute truck. And can take hits like a truck. But the amount of XP it gives is pretty fat. Bulldoze is the way to go. I don't think it's 100% accuracy, but it's 95. Has that speed reduction. Not that we really need it against Clefairy. Oh, yeah, Crystal's got this. No questions asked. Crystal is an absolute tank. Her physical attack is a little on the rougher side, but just the sheer defense rating on this chick is insane. Look at that. Over half a level just from that. I am, since I'm so close to the opening, going to go ahead and hit the Pokemon Center. Just to ensure that we're going into this as fresh as possible. We're not wasting potions. It sucks that Repel kind of got wasted. But we'll still probably get a solid 40, 50 steps in with it in the cave. Yeah, 50 steps exactly. So, about half the Repel's value was lost. Or a third. 2/3. Sorry, head math. No, it's half. Basic Repel only has 100. I'm forgetting the path. I hope this is the way to go. If it's not, we'll at least get some free items out of it. I do kind of want to spam these Repels, though. That's right, okay. So, I did go the wrong way. So, let's get it this way. Let's grab this item on the way by, because I think this is a rare candy. No, this one's the escape rope. Where's the rare candy? There it is. Go to Bug Trainer here. Challenge it with Carpiana in the front. Because, well, I've already said it. Need to get her beefing. Oh dang, they're not even going to get a hit in first. They're just going to swap. I'll say, they're bound to attack eventually. job, Carpiana. Doing great. Let's just ignore the fact that he's basically giving you these free KOs. Got a Metapod coming out to play. This is the only one that kind of scares me, being that next up Evo. But then again, I don't think Metapod really gets any extra boost to its physical attack. It's just that extra little bit of bulk. But ironically enough, I think that one had less HP than the Caterpie that came before it, which is startling to say the least. So I want to say in the original game, I could be wrong. I want to say in the original game, this encounter in particular was supposed to be like sort of like a pseudo redemption arc, I guess you could say. Because like he opens up with Caterpie. Caterpie gets back up, comes at you again, and then it's a Metapod. And then you take it out again and break the man's soul. It's my guess. Okay. Let's go ahead and use this potion, slap it on Carpiana, move Crystal back to the front, and keep on trucking. Because I don't think that item there is worth going into a battle to pick up. So we will go around. Let's try to avoid these trainers like the plague. We don't want to risk any losses. Do we go through here? I think we do. Nope, we don't, but free item. Thank you. Assurance. Drawing a blank on what that one does, if I'm being truthful with you. The lack of encounters in this cave thus far is welcome. I spoke too soon. I'll say it's a welcome change to the millions of Zubat I've encountered in runs of the past. Smackdown should be a one-shot. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to bother using repels. I think I may have just wasted my Poke again getting those repels. Moonstone. Nice if we get a Nidoran, because Nidoking would be a hard carry. Has dark type coverage for Sabrina, ground type coverage for Koga. I mean, he's just all around a good boy. Nidoqueen is really solid because she has Surf, which means we don't have to rely on getting a water type, because one of the things in a Nuzlocke that's absolutely terrible is you could technically get soft locked. If you don't get a water type, then you cannot finish the game in, I believe, Kanto or Hoenn. I don't think you have that issue in... Yeah, you do. Yay. So in the first 3 regions, you're pretty much completely reliant on getting a water type. If you don't get that, then it's kind of run over. But, I mean, getting out of this region, we should have no issue snagging another water type. And if we do, then that was unfortunate. What we could always do, it'd be kind of cheap, but we could use one of our graveyard mons as our server and just not use it in battle. I would like to avoid that like the plague, because I'm not trying to have a cheap run. You know, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it legit. But I also, you know, I'm not trying to get 6 badges in and have to start over from scratch either. Because knowing myself, that's exactly what would happen. Nice. Curse is kind of a crummy move in this iteration of the game, if memory serves correctly. Yeah. Not really one that I would be interested in utilizing. Just because in a Nuzlocke, you kind of want to pump pure damage all the way through, because if you let up, then that's how you lose mons. Setup is great if you're trying to like do a 1-mon sweep, but the setup usually ends up losing you a guy. Which, for the Elite Four, would like... that would be a solid like go-to response once we get to like the end of a region. Okay, so this rocket trainer has a I think Crystal's the way to go. I want to say this guy has Zubat, Grimer, and Coughing. Or does he have a Voltorb? Oh no, Rattata. Man, it's been a minute since I've played through this game. So, let me kind of throw in a little tidbit of knowledge. I have not touched this game in a while because I wanted to go in as fresh as possible. Like, I didn't want to just have like preconceived notions on what needed to be done. Because, you know, it kind of cheapens the run if you know exactly what you're going to do throughout the entire thing. I could be wrong. I could be. You know. Alright, and now we encounter this guy. I know you have... Actually, I don't know what you have. If I remember correctly, you've got... Maybe this is the one that has the Grimer and the Voltorb and the Coughing. Either way, should be an easy sweep. Just bulldoze spam. Is it kind of cheap? Yeah, but... Oh, wow. Tanked the... Ew. That's gonna hurt. That hurts a lot, actually. We didn't start at full HP, though, so it didn't quite do half. Plus, you know, second hit took it out just fine. Coughing has Levitate. So, let's use Smackdown. We'll solve that issue. Use Thief again. Should only do like 3 or 4 HP. Use Bulldoze, and that'll finish off Coughing. And then, Voltorb, it's going to use Sonic Boom, which is going to hurt a lot. Maybe I should have brushed up on my Kanto knowledge. That absolutely hurts. So, the play now is take this guy down as quickly as possible. Ratarina can't take another Sonic Boom. Like, how did you outspeed? Okay. Fred, you're gonna have to hard carry. That was 2 really powerful units we just lost. Echoed Voice. Okay, apparently that's not an option. Confusion, hope for a confuse. See, Sonic Boom and Dragon Rage are 2 really infuriating abilities, simply due to the fact that they have set damage. And I knew it had set damage. I was just thinking that it scaled based off the level. And I thought, oh, it's level 12, we have 15 HP remaining. But now we've just lost 2 really powerful contenders. But we gotta revive. Bring one of these 2 back from the dead. We're going softcore Nuzlocke here, guys. PokeMMO super punishing. Crystal, we're bringing you back. Rat Arena, unfortunately, you're gone. Of the 2 fossils, going with the Dome. If we end up snagging, so we only get 1 of the 3 fossil Pokemon. I'm probably going to end up going with Aerodactyl anyway, just simply due to the fact it is a flyer and it's a solid rock type. However, Kabutops would be our second choice if we have another flyer at the time. Beauty of this game, we don't have to pick one or the other. We can snag both. Alright. Okay, so I guess we've only got 1 Mon to worry about leveling as far as evolution goes. I've got a hidden item down here. I want to say it's, yeah, it's just a raspberry. Did I miss any hidden items up top? I don't think so. Then we gotta pick up this ball here. Mega Drain. That is big. Okay, so we're actually not going to go into this patch of grass just yet. Let's put Rat Arena in the graveyard. Bit of delay loading there, but it's probably fine. Okay, I know it looks like Rat Arena's back, but it's merely an illusion. Alright, Rat Arena, join your friends in the graveyard. Okay. Extremely unfortunate loss. Especially considering we've got a rival battle here. We have 1 potential catch prior to the rival battle. So let's hope we get something good. Keen Eye repels lower level enemies. We want that. High risk, high reward if we get an Abra. Have we gotten a Jigglypuff? I don't think we have. Okay. And that gives us a use for that Moonstone, actually. So, let's... I think we actually swap out to Carpiana. Let her get a few swings in, and then we'll swap into Crystal to help absorb some of the hits as we start throwing balls. Wigglytuff is a bulky puff. Okay, so let's swap into Crystal. So we're looking at a female Jigglypuff. I despise the move Bide. Alright, let's chuck a ball. How much health does this thing have? Doesn't Bide only do half the damage taken? Got 15 Pokeballs. This thing's not even, like, considering staying. Nice. Okay. So we got 4 now. Beautiful thing about Jigglypuff, we can evolve it right away since we snagged that Moonstone on the way by. Let us check what we wound up with. So I'm hoping for something with a bit of bulk. No stat changes. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Really nice in 4 out of the 6 stats. got to. We're gonna call her Wiggles. Does Jigglypuff learn anything from level up that I want to specifically not evolve it for? We get Double Slap at 12, which I thought Wiggles used against us. We don't really care about those. Round, not really anything we care about. So I don't think there's any reason not to evolve Jigglypuff. I mean, unless we want to wait till 32 for Gyro Ball. But okay, so yeah, I think that's the play. Let's get healed up, and we'll use that Moonstone. And we'll have a small grind ahead of us, but it won't be quite so hefty as what we were looking at before, especially since there's less mons to worry about. So let's go ahead and use that stone, get Wiggles evolved. And what did we end up with for ability? Competitive, sharp, special. Okay, nice. Base stats. Physical attack and special attack are equal. Big thing with Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff is they are hefty in the HP department. Like if you notice, at half the level, they're, you know, on par with, well, okay, not quite half the level. They're on par with Crystal. Actually, they're ahead of Crystal. And this evolution will just make it even more drastic. Go ahead and get Wiggles evolving. It was kind of unfortunate that we wouldn't be able to make use of our Mega Drain that we just picked up. However, let's see how that affected our stats. Okay, so we actually have... Okay, so we have better than Double Slap. We've got... Pound is kind of a poo. But let's check out our base stats. So yeah, it's just hiked everything up. Special attack actually got quite the increase as well. So let's see if we can use any of our TMs. Water gun, probably not. Oh, Wiggles can pick it up. Interesting. Assurance, yeah, I didn't figure. Mega Drain, that's one. Mega Punch and Mega Kick, I'm fairly certain Wiggles can pick up both. Let me see what it does again. Of course it doesn't tell me unless I actually use it. Okay, so 80 base power, 85 accuracy. Too low in accuracy for me to actually want to put on there. Same with Mega Kick. It is great they would have Stab, but ultimately, in a Nuzlocke, you can't risk missing. Water Gun is one that I will put on, though. Just simply because Carpiana gets better water moves. And we need something for a bit of diversity as far as, like, attacking goes. Pound is a rather unnecessary ability to have when you have Covet. And then, of course, Bite is just insane on something with as much HP as a Wigglytuff. Alright, so... Let's actually put Wiggles at the front, get her leveled ASAP, and we can get a peek at what we could have potentially gotten. So Spearow, I'm not super disappointed that I didn't get that one. Yeah, 85 special attack at this level is insane. You're one-shotting or two-shotting most things. And to be honest, for a second I thought that Mickey was shiny. Okay, this one might actually hurt a little bit, so I need to be careful. Fighting types are evidence. So I'm stupid. Alright, Crystal. That's alright. Go in with the bulldoze, and we should be fine. So Mankey was an option. That would have probably been a bit more ideal than our Wigglytuff. Let's go ahead and let her get some time out in the air. Also, just look at that goofy walk. Derp-a-derp. Alright, and... Alright. Now that we're starting fresh, let's, Glide does half the damage received, right? Not double. Or is it double? And I'm just crazy. Oh, easy two-shot. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Let me check the dex entry real quick. Okay, so Wigglytuff does not learn anything by level up. So TM will be our only way to teach moves. So perhaps evolving this early was a mistake, but with a move like Echoed Voice, I think we're perfectly fine, to be truthful. Nice, good chunk of XP there. Ekans would have been an interesting pickup. Poison Stain. Either speed was on par, or they were using a priority 2 move. Or, you know what I mean. Minus priority. Let's go ahead and make the risky play. We brought a ton of potions. I feel like Fred could probably sweep their team. Opening up with Abra. Going in with the Air Slash. Should. Yeah, I was gonna say. Abra's low physical defense is a glaring weakness. Echoed Voice should be an easy, 2 or 3 shot at most. And that's the ace right there. The only one, easy 2 shot. And the rest of this, just spam Echoed Voice. That building damage buff should make it all one-shots. Fred is more or less our starter, let's be honest here. Oh, wow. coming in with a quick attack. And there I was worried that was going to be a risky move going in like that. Okay, so let's go in with Carpiana leading the charge after I hit the Pokemon Center. Now, what I'm hoping for here, and this is going to sound dumb, I'm hoping we do not encounter an Abra in this route. Because having the one chance to try to catch it with its low catch rate and not having something to put it to sleep is risky business. Okay, so let's go ahead and move Fred to the bottom. Honestly, let's go ahead and take the Silk Scarf. This is going to sound dumb. Let's put it on Carpiana, boost the attack power of that tackle. So that she's got more of a chance of being able to handle herself in battle. First trainer here is a bug trainer. Second one is birds. So probably for the flying types, I'll swap to Crystal. I'm not remembering what the rest of the bridge is. I think it's just bugs and birds with a Rattata thrown in here or there. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I am. The Rocket Grunt at the end may pose a bit of a threat, but that is a strong May. And no, I'm not talking about the rival from Hoenn. Man, even with that 20% boost from the Silk Scarf, it's not doing that much. Although these constant swaps are feeling pretty nice. Probably what I'll do, it's kind of cheap, but at 19, I'll use the rare candy on Carpiana, so we can have that Gyarados gracing our screens. Less risk that way too, because we get a pretty insane stat boost in that evolution process. So as long as nothing crazy happens, we should see a Gyarados by the end of the bridge. Get by 20,000 bug bites. It actually hurts a little bit. Who'da thunk? Alright, Kakuna, you're coming in at half health. These tackles are hitting you for about a quarter HP each, so you'll get one hit in. Weedle at the end. As long as they don't use a Poison Sting and get a poison off, then we should be fine. Keyword being should, because we're doing about a third HP per hit. And then given how close we are to the Pokemon Center, I'm not going to pop potions. I'm just going to run back. It does waste a little bit of time, but ultimately, like, yes, efficiency is key, but is it really efficient if you're blowing, 200 Pokédollars per 20 health? I don't see that being efficient when the Pokemon Center is right there. Later on, it 100% would be worth. So for this trainer, I'll be putting Crystal in the front. I'll probably have Crystal in the front for the next 3 encounters. I will want to get her leveled up. Wiggles, I will probably end up just leveling that in the grass. Getting her going. Smackdown from Crystal. I'll be surprised if it doesn't. Yeah, easy one-shot. Crit and super effective. It's quad damage. Oddish. Bulldoze. Mega Drain. This is gonna hurt. Why am I forgetting what all these mons? Oh my. Okay. Hey Fred, do you want some action? Here you go. have some action. Crystal's already on her last leg. Air slash. Easy dub. Because while Crystal's not going to benefit us too much for this gym, Surge, I mean, I guess we are guaranteed a Diglett prior to Surge, so having like super effective moves won't be that pressing. However, getting Dig on Crystal will be huge. 100% accuracy, 100 base power, plus stab, plus her bulkiness, plus it gives her 1 turn of invulnerability. Dig is kind of, I was going to say was a busted move, but it still is. Alright, let's see how Carpiana holds for this battle. Because I think this guy's just got a Rattata. Oh no, he's got Ekans. Oh, Ekans has Wrap. That could be dangerous. New plan. Good plan, great plan. Leave that for you to decide. Go ham, Crystal. I know how you like fighting them poison types. Oh, that didn't hit nearly as hard as I expected it to. That. I mean, to be fair, she already went down once anyway. Just means Fred's gonna get some more power leveling, because there's no way I'm sending out Wiggles. Not against these guys. Okay, well, let's go put Crystal in the graveyard. A series of bad decisions has lost me some pretty key members of the team, to be honest here. Let's get my PP restored on those guys. And I guess slap Crystal in there. We're losing a lot of guys pre-20. 6 if you count the 2 that we lost prior to making the graveyard. So really gotta start being a bit more careful. Alright, Nidoran. Wow, that did absolutely no damage. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Swap to Fred. Oh, critical as well. It's fine, because the massive level difference. Does mean Carpiana took hits for absolutely no reason, though. Which is an unfortunate turn of events, but it's alright. Like I said, that just means Fred is getting some insane power leveling. Let's, just for argument's sake, let's chuck a potion. Chuck a potion on the never mind. Fred's only lost 10 HP. I'm definitely chucking out a, or heading to the Pokemon Center prior to, challenging this mysterious stranger at the end of, the Nugget Bridge. Alright, Carpiana. I'm not letting you handle this level 18 Mankey. Seismic Toss. This is one that does damage, yeah, based on the level of the user. So we definitely want to get this guy down ASAP, because our level means nothing against him. Although, that would have been a good opportunity for Wiggles. But then we run into the issue of, super effective moves, like low kick plus the weight on Wiggles. Not worth the risk. But Carpiana is one level away from being able to use the rare candy and getting us that nice Gary. Alright, so just to be on the safe side, I am not going to swap into Fred. I'm just going to lead with Fred, because what I don't want to do is lose any more guys, because to be honest, if we lose Fred, I don't see us coming back from this. It's going to be tough just to complete the Kanto run, let alone... Well, I mean, technically each fresh run should be like a soft... Set? 15? I remember... Apparently, I am totally forgetting what these guys are like. So we'll just pretend I didn't say a word, and Carpiana definitely could have gotten some free XP here. But, you know, it is what it is, because it can't be what it ain't. Let me see. So caught on Route 4. This is Route 24, which means we get an encounter here, and we'll also, I believe, get an encounter up here, as this is Route 25. Let me double check once we cross that line right there. Yeah, so that crosses into Route 25. So we'll get the chance at 2 Mons here. One of them has the potential to be an Abra, so it could evade us. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And challenge this trainer real quick with Carpiana in the front. Do we risk... I don't think we risk it. I think we swap out to Fred. Because if they use Wrap, that is the death of Carp. You know, I'm not even going to question anymore. Aquired Voice for the stab. I should have used that on Rattata. And then Air Slash just to finish it. Slightly faster animation. Okay. Give me Oddish, which I know can spawn here. That's what we didn't want. Okay, we got one shot at this. If it flees, Route 24 is off the table. If we catch it, that's massive. See ya, Abra. Oh, no sense in wasting time here. Let's head over to Route 25, see what we can get there. Over here, we have the potential for Geodude, Oddish. I think there's a 1% Graveler spawn, which would be nice. Pidgey we've already got, so Dupes Clause comes into effect. Quick salute to Bird Boy. But this does get Carpiana some free XP, so... Well, free, quote-quote. I guess there's a potential Carpiana could lose, but... Crit with our own tackle. That's funny. And they're going to sand attack spam, which means we're going to have to swap. Which means we're going to split the XP of level 12 Pidgey. We're not. Okay. I'm going to do a thing. It's going to be real dumb, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, actually. I should have Fred in the front. Keen Eye. Makes it a lot better. Caterpie, I think. Yeah, free bug. That's 2 dupes in a row. Alright, come on. Keen Eye snagged us Wiggles. Apparently, he just wants me to do a training montage. Let's go. Come on, give me something. I think Bellsprout's also an option here. Well, can I call Dupes Clause on that? How about this? I'll call Dupes Clause on it, and if you guys feel like I should release whatever mon I catch here, then just let me know, and I will, won't even put it in the graveyard. I'll straight up release it. Unless I'm just going to keep getting duplicates. This is some unfortunate luck here. Is Abra the only spawn that I haven't caught out of this grass? I could have sworn there was a Bellsprout spawn here. Bellsprout and Oddish, because I've gotten them in prior runs. And caught me during nighttime. Cool. Okay. We're getting a Bellsprout. I'll take it. Highest level of 3. long as you guys don't tell me to release it, this is also a very nice, like, just straight up pickup. Because we're going into a water type gym, and then from there we're going into an electric type gym. Which, you know, obviously super effective against water, but also grass is resistant to electric. I don't have anything I can do to weaken it without sending Carpiana out, and that's a risk I'm not willing to take. So, yeah, we're just going with full odds captures, and it looks like we managed to snag it. Hasty plus speed, nice. Base stats. Speed's not really something we care about. You are an absolute unit. Oh my goodness. A first stage evolution was 75 base attack. Let's see what we wound up with. Absolute garbage in every stat except physical attack and speed, which is honestly okay. And because once you're a victory build, that'll make sense. Okay, so we've actually got a 4-stack at least, and a somewhat decent type spread as well. It's a shame we won't really be able to make use of dig. But, you know, there are bigger misfortunes, shall we say. Or misfortunes, or... Okay, so... big thing. We evolve at 21. Is there anything that we would get post 21 that would be worth not evolving for? Razor Leaf at 22, but I think Weepin' Bell still gets that. What are the moves this guy has? Vine Whip, Wrap, 2 really strong moves. If it were Generation 1's Wrap, that would be busted. But let's keep going with story progression. Hidden item here. Also, if you're not sure how I'm finding those hidden items, if you'll look at the grass textures, see how this one's different from the rest? The rest of them, there's kind of a pattern to it. If there's an extra little dark patch right in the middle, it means there's a hidden item. And if you're ever playing through Pokemon Yellow, right here is where you get your Charmander, if I do remember correctly. Oops. Mistakes were made. Big mistakes were made. I have nothing to counter rock types at a decent level. Okay, the play here is Fred. Okay, you can soak that. Confusion, hope to get a Confuse proc. Nice. Double nice. And just like that, crisis averted. Okay, so we definitely want to get the swap train. Extra sensory, that's the one that increases my speed, right? Or no? Hold up, what are you? Ooh, that's big. That's big. Let's replace Zen Headbutt, given the not 100% accuracy of it. Plus, Fred is a special attacker, not a It's too late to back out now. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely special. Okay. So, let's see if we can sneak around this guy. So he'll look over here, and then look up, look over, wait for him to look this way. Because we want to avoid trainer battles as much as possible. Just simply, for right now, because we just want to get story progression over with first. So, this one, I think I'm okay to leave Carpiana out at the front, because, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still going to swap into Fred. Just out of curiosity, let's see how our tackle hits. You know, we could probably 1v1 this, actually. Especially if they're going to keep swapping like that. Let's see what comes of it. I think your AI might be slightly bugged, Mr. PokeMMO developer, or Mrs. Unless I'm seriously beginning to wonder if they coded it this way to make Magikarp easier to level. Ooh. Ooh, big ooh. Antidote. Carpiana. Sorry, was not trying to smack the microphone, but what are the odds of that? I mean, come on. That was a risky move. If they had pursuit, that would have been rather heartbreaking. To be honest, I probably would have just called the run over. Oops. Wait, how? But Air Slash was 100% accuracy. Oh, only 95%. Interesting. Oh, Extrasensory. That. Best move in my arsenal. Well, no, scratch that. Doesn't have stab. Best move in my arsenal, when special effectives. Or special. Super effective. Special effective, guys. Use a potion. I'll go ahead and double up. Get back to full. Got a rock type, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see how Scree comes through against this rock type. Trainer. We're a little under leveled, but so Geodude's gonna have sturdy, so this is definitely not gonna be a one-shot anyway. Big thing is we want to pay attention to how much damage it does per hit against me, so. About that. You know, it's fine, because we broke one of the rules of the run for that guy anyway. Just missed out on 2 routes due to some mild bull with aggro spawns. But, you know, dims the rouge. Dims the rouge. think Echo Voice finishes this one off as well. Yeah. Echo Voice absolutely slaps. I just want to get back to the Pokemon Center. I don't like keeping the Fallen in our group. It seems disgraceful to the few memories we were able to form with them. I was actually hyped for getting a victory route too. To be honest with you guys. Got a Spearow coming out. Let's swap into Carpiana, get her some free XP as long as, you know. Aerial Ace. Starmie, which is Misty's Ace, I want to say chills at level 21. So that's kind of where I want to get the group. Prior to challenging her. And with only having 3 Mons, shouldn't be that hard to get everybody to like 21. Wiggles will be the biggest hold up. Which, I mean, what can you do there? Alright, let's get Scree out of our party. Move you to the graveyard. At this point, we've got more Mons in the graveyard than we have in our party, which is very disappointing when you're less than 2 batches in. You know, this is fine. At this point, let's oh, Slowpoke. I think it goes for a stab, Water Pulse, Confusion. I was mistaken. Should be fine. Swap back into Fred now that we've gotten Carpiana out for that XP boost. Go ahead. Echoed Voice now that we know that Air Slash is not a 100% accuracy. Although the base power is super high and it only has a 5% chance to miss. I just don't like the fact that it has a chance to miss. I'll call it what it is. Let's put Carpiana in the front because I don't think there's anything to worry about that Fred can't handle from this point on. Just get Fred boosted back up to full. Okay, and this one, I believe this one here has a Jigglypuff and a Clefairy, but no. My memory does fail me. Oh, sorry about that. Apparently I'm a little tired. That Mega Drain would have absolutely killed Carbiana. I think max level at this point in the game is only 28? 26. So Fred's almost at his max. Which, I mean, luckily PokeMMO devs thought about that one. Stored XP. It's a wonderful thing. So technically we could level up to 100 at this point. We would just be capped stat-wise at level 26. And then as soon as we get any XP, we go up to the next level cap, etc., etc. Extra sensory for that beautiful just melting of the health bar. Alright, how close is Carpiana to a level? 540. So that's 5 or 6 wild encounters. Let's use his computer, turn that Clefairy into Bill. You know, of all the names they could have gone with this guy, Bill. Like, they couldn't come up with any better name to give him, given that he's quite literally one of the brightest minds in the Pokemon universe. One of the, being the operative term, by the by. Alright, let's get Carpiana some XP from these guys. Now that we have what we need, the SSN ticket. So probably Fred should hit 26 around the same time Carpiana hits 20. And then we can just do the same thing for Wiggles that we're doing for Carpiana right now. Or I could also be wrong. Yeah, let's just not do that. I'm not trying to lose Carpiana after I've spent this much time grinding her up. We're probably going to get Carpiana leveled up into a Gyarados. Then depending on what time we're looking at, we're probably going to call it. The run looking forward, once we get everybody to about 21-ish, should be looking pretty solid. It's just a matter of actually getting there. It's going to be the struggle. Let's go ahead and use up a potion, because we're getting a decent amount of Pokeyen from just doing these trainer encounters. It's a shame I can't pull the old trick from Pokemon Yellow. Get this person to walk out just one step further so I can grab that item without needing cut. But they thought about that. You know, changed it. Alright, let's see if the bug's gonna happen. Cool. See how many rotations I can get away with. It really doesn't do that much damage, though. But I know if I swap out and they're still gonna keep doing it, then it'll just end up. Let's just go ahead and swap. If it loses Carpiana XP, it loses Carpiana XP. It just means Fred's gonna get leveled to 26 faster. Just fine. Extra sensory, wipe out that Rattata. Wipe it off the face of the earth. Ready to see how quick this health bar vanishes? Oh, really? It's kind of a slow degrind. Decline. Okay, so I think I haven't challenged this rock trainer. I think it's the only one I haven't challenged. This one's got a Geodude and an Onix, I believe. Basically just a mimic of what Brock had. Dang, okay, I am failing my PokeMMO. Revenge. Don't you dare. Alright, Fred, you know what to do. Fred, melt. Flinch? Dang. Rollout hurts a little bit. And we'll use Confusion so as not to waste PP on extra sensor. Okay, so Carpiana should be able to handle getting the rest of that XP on her own, because we'll just do some wild encounters. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do that right now. And then one last thing, or not one last thing, one thing I will do is I'll run through, because I think there's an item in this path down here that we should have grabbed, but didn't. A Weedle would have been an option. Beedrill is not a horrible pickup. It's definitely not as powerful as its counterpart. I just have the worst of luck, apparently. How do they say, the RNG gods do not smile upon me this day? Or what do they say, RNGesus? This one I will swap for, just simply because Bellsprout hits pretty hard anyway, plus it has stab and super effective boost. Melt. I wish I had something to, you know, attack the horde. Meaning like a multi-target ability. I think in Gen 1, we got Swift, Surf, Razor Leaf. Not really sure, to be honest. Now that I'm trying to think about it, I can't remember. That being said, this should get me a pretty... Actually, this might be enough XP to boost Carpiana. If not, I mean, it'd be pretty darn close. They're trying their darndest to overpower Fred. If this were a 5-stack, it might have happened. I'll be honest. No, not quite gonna happen. Carpiana needs 62, and... Wait, did I see that right? I could use extra sensory on myself. Okay, let's, just in case that happens again, just off chance. It's a good thing I bought as many potions as I did. Hold up, Psyduck was an option? Carpiana, can you handle a Psyduck? Be poetic. Well, not if it does that again. Water Pulse, we should resist. Yeah. Still hit for a decent chunk, though. Why are you showing off your full moveset? That hurt. Let's, play it safe and swap into Wiggles. Wiggles should be able to finish Psyduck off. Wiggles will definitely be able to finish Psyduck off. Alright, Carpiana grew to 19. We'll use Rare Candy, and that will be that for her days of being a Magikarp. There we are, Carpiana the Majestic Gyarados. Picking up some amazing moves, Water Pulse and Bite. Water Pulse is kind of lost on a Gyarados because, I mean, that special attack, it ain't there. But Bite is huge. So now we can give the Scarf back to Fred. Who, to be honest, might get outshined now, depending on how Carpiana performs. I think one play that we make, though... Well, no, not quite, not quite. I was gonna say, we might make the play of putting Beat Up on Gyarados if it can learn it. She cannot. Okay, so it is nice to see Intimidate come out into play. So now the mons will encounter out in the wild will be a higher level at base. I do kind of want to get Fred up to that max level since he's so close anyway. 126 from 25 and then just a full level. Shouldn't take too long. It is rather unfortunate that we've already gone through all the trainers, so we'll have to be wild battles. But that does give us chances at encountering shinies, which is of course always a welcome what's the word I'm looking for? Welcome introduction, I suppose. Welcome addition, that's the word I'm looking for. My English apparently fails me today. Absolutely no resistance. So it puts us at 25. I think 25 might be a good cutoff, actually. Going up to that 26... Sorry, I forgot to breathe there. Going up to the 26, I don't think gives us any moves that we can't live without. Yeah, we don't get another move till 28. So let's go ahead and move Fred off the front lines. Get Wiggles up to the front. With Carpiana right behind. Although Carpiana is not hardly a carp anymore. But, you know, the name still stands. I'm not going to rename her. You know what I mean? Seems kind of unnecessary. can you handle your own here? Oh. I was gonna say, if that's not a one-shot. And this is why I stocked up on Pokemon medications. Psyduck. Psyduck. Echoed Voice. Okay. Nice miss. Echoed Voice should finish here. Wish Wiggles had Quick Attack. That'd be a nice one. Wouldn't really make any sense on a Wigglytuff, though. So I guess I can understand why it doesn't have it. Just the whole, oh, it's a baby. It's a little baby. Treat it like it's your own kid and just furiously scorn it. The Echoed Voice. Alright. Oh yeah. I do not care that my physical attack dropped. Let's just hit it with that Echoed Voice. And just like that. So Ekans is basically just a free XP. Free XP dummy. Hey, I haven't seen one of you for a minute. How's the HP look on this? Pretty solid. Honestly, I did get pretty lucky with the stats on Wiggles. Let's try not to lose this one. Because later on, I'm definitely feeling like Wiggles could be an absolute unit. Let's get that one last encounter, and then we'll head to the Pokemon Center. And unless something absolutely crazy occurs between now and then, I'm thinking we're gonna call it. We are a couple hours in. I'm trying not to have these streams run too long, at least as far as right now goes. Just simply, you know, I'm not trying to waste people's time. Got important stuff to do. Found a Pokeball. Let's go. Alright, so let's get healed up and just keep this glorious Gyarados following me. Carpiana is going to be an absolute star. Alright, you can talk to the nice nurse lady. That does it for tonight's portion of the playthrough. I do highly encourage you guys to like, leave a comment, and share. Do let me know if you have any suggestions for my future runs. Stay beautiful, folks.